Hi guys, today is still the 28th of June 2019 at 6 minutes past 3. I posted a video not too long ago. If you would like to, you can go watch it. It's connected with this one. The reason I'm making this video is because I just wanted to clearly define why I think the 2nd of July is going to be a very important date. Not just the fact that we've got the iPet GOAT 2 translating into different phrases like had to get the sequel or pair that with the anagram from the end of the film sequence, which is Heliofont, the O being emphasized. So think of that separately. You're left with Helifont, an anagram for the final. So you've got had to get to the final. That phrase ties me into football. So had to get to the final may suggest getting to the semi-final, not quite making it to the final. And then you've got upside down, the 2 still being a 2 representation, and the number 7 or 7-2 July 2nd, possible reference there. So keeping the had to get to the final July 2nd reference, I'm linked to the Women's World Cup, and not just that, but over here, long time ago, we pointed out that there's a marking of 1 and 1 here. Could be a representation of 11, but you know, considering the way they've done the iPet GOAT 2, it may be a reference to the number 2. And I was just thinking, if it's saying 7-2 and they've got a 2 here on the ground, then you know, what else is there? Another 7? And I think you can pretty much draw 7s out of this whole guy's body. 7 in the gun shape, 7 in the arm, even the 7 in the length of the body and the leg, the 7 in the other leg. He's just built out of a series of 7s, and I don't know if that means you add them all together. I don't think so. I think it's just a repetitive 7, 7, 7, 7 over again. Maybe a clear indication to the month of July, and then obviously the 2nd being in the ground over here, and again 7-2 over here. Had to get to the final. So keeping that in mind, in another media reference, you've got Beyonce with the 7-11. It's just, if any of you do have listened to Beyonce songs, you know that this is different compared to her other music. And I was going to play the video, but I thought, why battle with the copyright? I can just see some of the lyrics here in this thumbnail. So I was thinking, just looking at it, is that they've got the phrase clap, 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 clap it. And when I was thinking of that and football, I was just thinking, well, the audience does do a lot of clapping and chanting during a football match. Then you've got the foot up, my foot up, and a whole bunch of references to the foot and the feet. And I was thinking, okay, more football, you know, spinning my foot up, hold up my foot up, and, you know, football tricks. Shoulders, I think it said there, hold on, let's go try and get back. Shoulders sideways, smack it in the air. I mean, that could be you know, a reference to the body position of a footballer as they're kicking the ball, legs moving side to side. You know, it just all links me to football. So, you know, and again, 7-11, 7-2, more connections to that date and to football. And then you've got, well, the iPet GOAT 2 video itself with the, you know, F equals minus F. Lots of different references, obviously, but could be France football. That's a possibility. You've got the LOL reference, which I've already pointed out in a previous video, could be connected with what the stadium was tentatively called before they called it the, you know, Lyon Olympic Stadium. Oland, where the capital letters are made up of LOL. So in this scene, we may have France football and what the stadium was referred to for a very short time. Even in the shark here, I pointed out before, the mouth makes up the number 2, and then the teeth could be, you know, a series of 7s. Even if they're not following on from the mouth, the next line makes the number 7. So again, could be another reference to 7-2. The scene then goes on to the children as we see them. The color scheme, red, white, and blue. Obviously, United States, UK, Netherlands, France is another one, and the girl holding the apple could be a reference to, you know, women's football in terms of the girl representing the woman and the apple representing the football. The way that the apple rolls across the ground, again, could be a connection to football. In football, excuse me, I can't help the noise, so please bear with me. In football, there are 12 players, so you know we have the 12 figures in the background there. The football rolls across the ground to Obama's foot. I already talked about how his foot and the apple and everything else could, you know, connect to Italy, along with the pound coin down there. We also have the New York reference in the apple, so that could be a reference to, you know, the United States. And obviously France may already have been referenced or could about to be referenced in the scene when this forms. So you've got the 8 in the middle, which I think could be connected to the time the match is being played. It starts at 8 o'clock on the 2nd of July. Half time, where the apple splits in half, will be 8:45. Already pointed out the 4 and the 5 reference down here on the ground. And then you've got the F here. So if you've got, you know, Obama's foot representing Italy and the apple representing New York, which represents the United States, and inside the apple you've got the F, which could represent France, and you've got the United Kingdom represented by the pound coin. You know, those 4 teams, if they all do make it through to the semi-finals, you know, would possibly connect with this video. We can only wait and see if that does happen. But, you know, just to kind of show you why I think the girl may symbolize have a connection to the women's football. If you just look at the way that goalkeepers, you know, usually play.
This video, you will learn how to throw the ball. Throwing the ball allows you to pass the ball to a teammate who is close to you. 2 types of throw are possible. A short roll along the ground. 2 types of throw are possible. Allows you to pass the ball to a teammate who is close to you.
So do you see how that could be connected to that scene in the iPet Goat 2 video? The rolling of the apple across the ground to Obama's foot, similar to how a goalkeeper might roll the ball across the ground to the nearest player. Again, you know, to the actual foot. And then I wanted to go, you know, much further throughout the video, but I wanted to stop because, you know, there's enough possible connections here, enough that we can say, all right, let's at least watch to see if anything like that does happen. You know, I can't say that it is going to, and I hope it doesn't, but, you know, be vigilant. So even out here, you've got the landscape possibly making, you know, 2 series of upside down 7s, which is, you know, 7 twice. Again, 7-11 referenced throughout the iPet Goat 2 video, and, you know, in the Beyonce 7-11 video as well. So those are just some of the reasons why I'm looking at the 2nd of July and the women's semi-finals. England will definitely be one of the teams, and I suspect just from the iPet Goat 2 video and this scene here that the Italy will be the other team that England faces off against, just because if Obama's foot does represent the country of Italy in terms of shape, then, you know, it's literally standing over the pound coin, which would represent the UK. So there may be some connection there. And yeah, we'll just wait and see. Again, I hope nothing like that does happen, but the connections were too much for me to ignore, and I thought I should share. So with that said, have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may the Heavenly Father bless you. Watch the previous video as well to connect with this one.